we are on full winter feeding with the milking case now. So that means we've got to put 2 load of grub round a day, usually in the morning or afternoon, or if we're busy in the afternoon then we'll do 2 load in the morning, or vice versa, we'll do 2 load at night. So I've just done 1 load tonight because tomorrow morning we've got no one about in the morning to put a load of grub round. So I've just jumped on this tractor here. This is the 175. It's nice and clean at the moment, so I thought I'd do a little video. Just starting to get dark, so dash is starting to light up. Pretty standard gizmos here, no like computers or anything because we're dairy farmers. Got a wagon on the back. I've just done a load of grub, so I'm going to turn her off now. Wagon there holds about 9 tonne, I reckon, of our silage this year. If it was wetter, it might be a bit more. We do 2 load of about 6.5 at the moment to the cows because it's very dry silage. So this is the 125 here. So we've got both blue tractors down at the moment. What's quite rare because usually we've got a red one or a bloody grey one. But they sort of swap about throughout the winter. The tractors just swap around here and there. Like it's whoever drives tractor at each farm. So this is the silage here, dryish sort of stuff because we had a fairly dry summer. Even in the spring we had some dryish grub made. So we've got no problems with wet silage this year. Tractor there is quite dirty actually. So we're just coming to the end of a deal on cow cake. So I've bought a lot of cow cake and loaded up all the bins everywhere. So at the moment we're actually putting in dairy nuts into the feed. So this stuff here. So we've got 2 of these bins. These are like, I think they're like nearly 30 tonne bins, and we've loaded them both to the brim because this is going to go up about £120 a tonne next time you buy it. So that's working really well actually. It was cheaper than buying blend at the moment because we're still locked into that deal. So we're putting it in a wagon. What we don't usually do, we usually put blend in there. But that's working really well because the birds don't seem to want to eat that stuff, and blend they do. And it's also windy here at the moment. If you look at the trees and that blowing, it's always windy down here, and then when we don't blend in that wagon, it blows out the top. And it's like watching your money blow away. Watching that blend go out. So that cow cake's actually working really well, and it absorbs into the silage too, and the cows seem to love it. So we just done it because it was cheaper, and it's actually working out quite well. Right, this is the maize plant. So not all maize in the bottom, whole crop, silage at the top. It'd be better if it was the other way around and the silage is at the bottom. This is I think we put this in quite wet actually, the silage, but the maize is absolutely sapped every little bit of moisture out of it. This maize here, let's get a handful if I can, it's in quite tight, is last year's maize. We bought that maize at the start of the year, and we had it hauled in, and we've had it stored there all summer. We were going to use it in the summer because it was dry and we were running out of grass, but we managed to hold off, and it's ideal now because the energy out of that maize and silage and the cow cake going in a wagon is really, really good. October silage there, what we've just made, was a fair bit there, but it's actually sunk down to literally bugger all now because October silage is full of juice. But it's still good we made it because it's going to get us through the winter now. All this silage, there's about 1,500 tonne there, 1,000 there I expect, 900 there. That's going to get us through the whole of this winter. Even if it drags on, we'll probably be alright even if it goes to 1st of May, and that can quite often happen on this farm because it's seriously wet farm. So really dry at the moment, even though we've had a fair bit of rain, but that will get quite wet before long. The water table will start to rise. Right, I just got to go, nearly finished one night now, so I just got to go at the farm, back up to the barn, swap this bucket over, this bucket here, and put the pusher upper on and ready for the morning. And then tomorrow morning, when I get out, all I've got to do is drive the cows out of the cubicles, sweep up, and then start milking. And it's just me and Phoebe milking the cows tomorrow, so, and it's just me and Phoebe on the farm, so just 2 men on this farm, 360 cows. And it works quite well. As long as I get up early enough, drive the cows out and sweep up, break the sand beds, get the parlour going, we can milk together alright, and I feed a few calves and whatnot in between, a few clochen calves and whatnot, push the silage up in that. But majority of the time I'll be in the parlour feeding. Right, just driving on round to the barn where I've just done the silage. Best thing about this farm is there's concrete everywhere, so there's no driving on stone or anything. It's mainly all concrete. Here's the cows in the shed, so they're happy eating the grub. Got a few lights on, but I don't turn many on this winter because I'll just turn that screen off so you can see a bit better. There you go. Cows all down the barrier. They're full up, these cows. Since they've been in 2 days now, and they're stuffed. Loads of them sat down, that's what I like to see. All gates shut. Just going to put the pusher upper on, and then we're done for the night. Right, there we go. It's a silage pusher on. I'm going to put them up like this barrier. 3 barriers to push up in the morning. Right, I'll show you a little video of this pusher upper. It's not much, it's quite simple. I'm just pushing that little bit on there. Hopefully it don't rain tonight. It'll be a lot quicker scraping out. Even though everything's all under one roof, still when it has rain we have more moisture about. Takes a bit longer. Right, let's try to turn it off. Be surprised how many times people leave the ignition on all night. Silage pusher here. 2 wheels, 2 super single tyres, lorry tyres. Quite a simple setup. And we do both sides. When we go on the inside passageway, you can push out one side and push out the other without turning around. Now this wheel here runs all the way down the side there and pushes that in, because these cows here, they're constantly pushing the silage out. They're constantly sorting through it, even though it's mixed up with the diet feeder. So this load here, I've just put round. So this is like 10 minutes old, and that's a handful there. Got silage mixed with maize. There's maize there, and then you've got the cow cake, what's already absorbed in there. See that? 4 kilos of cow. Little Jersey there. That's what I brought down from the spring calving unit. Must have fell out of block. Probably on that spring calving unit farm, there's 330 cows with calving. In the ones what don't will come down here. If they're confirmed in calving, they're a good quality cow, what fall into this system, they come down here. So we do about 30 a year, probably. And it's usually around about Christmas time we bring them in. That's the outside of the barrier, this is the inside. There's all the cows lined up down the barrier, all the way down there. Got the lights on at the moment. Cows starting to keep loose here. What's that push to? The only way you get the milk out of cows in the winter is you've got to have a shed like this. Like, it doesn't matter, like, you know, what sort of shed it is, as long as you've got a nice big comfortable shed with like lots of space for the cows, and they've got like a wide loafing area and whatnot, it definitely makes a hell of a difference. Because we didn't used to have a shed like this, we used to have like wooden cubicles, and they were banged in a lot tighter, and we definitely noticed a massive difference in milk yield. Not straight away, it was over about 3 or 4 months, but you notice a difference in just cows being a lot happier. So here's another barn here, cows lined up down passageway, all cows sat in cubicles. So we've got a passageway here, passageway on the outside of the shed there, passageway over there. This is the inside passageway. This is the middle shed cubicles. There's 3 rows of cubicles to sweep out and 3 passageways. So I've got 6 alleyways to sweep out tomorrow morning, but it's all straight and it's all downhill. This is the inside barrier. Cows all eating. On a warm day like today, the cows prefer that outside shed because it's more open. This shed here has got Yorkshire boarding along top there, and they, like, even though it's very airy in this shed, they would rather go over there for some reason. No, I don't notice a difference in temperature when I'm coming in, because it's partly like being outside, it's so high up. So they're chuffed a bit. So if you see, it's pretty quiet for those cows. don't hear no blaring or anything like that. They are really settled. So that's the this is the bottom side of the shed. So there we go, we've got like three peaks there. Inside barrier, outside barrier, 6 doors along there what I'll sweep out all down to here, the mire, and it goes in these alleyways here and over there. And this lagoon here, push all the muck off those ramps, muck goes in there, and that lagoon is at the bottom of the farm. And I've got a video somewhere where we take all the muck out back in the summer with the sloughs. We usually suck it out with slurry tankers now. All this winter we suck it out through this pipe here. So we've got a big steel pipe here, goes right down into the middle of the lagoon there, and then we just link the tanker out of that and just suck out. Very straightforward because it's all concrete into tractors, and that can turn around here, just go straight on out there and on out to the fields, so minimum mess. Mainly all water in there at the moment. I reckon we had a fair bit of rainwater falling there the other day. That must be but I think these cows produce like 3 or 4 slurry tankers a day of muck when they're in day and night with the parlour, without the parlour washings. So it's a lot of muck. And when I say tankers, it's about 2,500 gallon tankers. So we've got to make sure that lagoon is completely empty before we go into really the 1st of November, and that's what we call proper winter for us. It might drag on a little bit longer. We've got 6 months storage here. There we go. Right, so it's about 5:45 at night, and that is me done for the night. That's all the work done till 4 o'clock tomorrow morning when I'm back on it again. And then we'll start milking 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll get a case out and we'll start about 4:30. And then we'll finish about 7, 7:15.